Hello everyone, my name is Justine Wild and I am the LGBTQ2S+ Subcommittee Chair for District 5360's Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Committee. Thank you so much for joining me today and for watching our series. Today I want to talk about inclusion. What is inclusion? What does it mean? What does it look like? And how can you create a culture of inclusion in your clubs, in your workplace, and beyond? So a lot of the times when we talk about inclusion, we think about workplace. So we're going to start off with a definition that is provided by the Society for Human Resources Management. So they define inclusion as the achievement of a work, club, whatever, environment in which individuals are treated fairly and respectfully, have equal access to opportunities and resources, and can fully contribute to the organization's success. So from that, we can break inclusion down to having sort of three main criteria. So we have first, individuals are treated fairly and respectfully. Number two, there's equal access to opportunities and resources. And finally, number three is the ability to contribute fully. So inclusion is about both involvement and empowerment. A culture of inclusion promotes a sense of belonging, valuing and respecting others, regardless of race, religion, gender, sexual orientation, or ability. It enables individuals and groups to feel safe and respected, engaged, motivated, and valued for who they are and for their contributions towards the organizational and societal or larger goals. So I do want to point out that while we value and respect our fellow members, coworkers, employees, regardless of race, religion, gender, sexual orientation, or ability, this doesn't mean that we ignore these things. So inclusion is about acknowledging differences, valuing those differences, and ensuring that everyone has the tools and the resources that they need to flourish and be successful. So, to bring this discussion to Rotary, we need to acknowledge that while on paper, Rotary is an inclusive organization, in practice, this isn't always the case. So I just wanted to go over a couple quick questions to kind of help you assess, how inclusive your club is. So just think about, is your facility wheelchair accessible? Does your venue have halal and kosher options if you have a mealtime meeting? Does your club open with a non-denominational greeting, or do you still use a Christian prayer? Are your members excited about new ideas, or do they default to, we've always done it this way? And does your club bring diverse speakers in? So this isn't the whole set of questions you have to meet to be inclusive. These are just to get you started and thinking about inclusion. And through this web series, we will give you guidance and tools to help make a more inclusive space in your club, community, workspace. But if you answered no or didn't know the answers to those questions, that is probably a good indication that maybe you should send this video to maybe some of your club members. And of course, I want to reiterate, these principles can be taken in a variety of contexts. This is not Rotary dependent. Just throwing that out there. And then I want to end our discussion today by discussing safe spaces. So you might have heard of safe spaces on the internet, but safe spaces can be defined as either a physical or a metaphorical place for people, usually of marginalized identities, to feel safe and free from judgment and harm. So the Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Committee is here to create and ensure a safe space where we can have conversations and we can help educate. This web series is a judgment-free space where we want you to be involved in these discussions, especially on topics that might be uncomfortable for you. However, if you're unsure, if you have questions, if you don't understand the language, or if you have questions about language that maybe you use, you can always message us privately Facebook, Instagram, email, whatever you want to do, and we'll respond privately rather than you having to comment publicly. And then to end, I just want to state, it's in all of our YouTube disclaimers, that even though this web series is a judgment-free space, that does not excuse hate speech. So hate speech of any kind will not be tolerated on any of our platforms. And that is all I have for you today. A nice quick video. I hope you enjoy your weekend. If you have any questions, any comments, feel free to leave them below. And I will see you on Monday for Pride Week. Have a good weekend.